Hello students, now I am going to continue the chapter trigonometry functions of 12th standard, exercise 3.1, and the question is same. That is, we have to find out the principal solution of the following equations. Now here we are given that is sine theta is equals to minus half. Now we are given the minus value of the sine ratio. Now we have to find out the principal solution, so we have to write down sine theta as it is, this minus sign is as it is, and the half value of sine is having the angle that is 30 degrees, so we write this half like this one, that is sine pi by 6. So sine 30 having the value half, so we write it in the radian form, that is sine pi by 6. Now here we are given the minus value. Now see the figure. So in which quadrant the sine having negative value, because you are given the example that is sine theta is equals to minus half, means we are given the value of sine in the minus form. So here we have to find out in which quadrant the sine having negative values. Now see here, all ratios are positive. In this second quadrant only sine and cosec are positive, means in these two quadrants, in first and second, the sine having positive value, means the negative value is in the third quadrant and in fourth quadrant. So here we have to take the third quadrant and the fourth quadrant's value. So in third quadrant it having pi plus theta, and in pi plus theta, and in fourth quadrant it having 2 pi minus theta. So we are taking here sine theta is equals to sine pi plus theta. So instead of writing theta, we write here pi by 6. Now it becomes the positive value. Here we don't have to write the minus value because we have taken the positive value. Next one, the sine theta is equals to, the second one is that is pi minus theta. So 2 pi minus theta. So 2 pi minus the theta is pi by 6, and by solving this we get that is 7 pi by 6, and here 6 2s are 12 minus 1, that is 11 pi by 6. So these values, that is 7 pi by 6, it also ranges in between 0 to 2 pi. Find the value of this one, it is less than 360. Here also 11 pi by 6 we already find it, that is 11 pi by 6 is 330 degree. So it is, and 7 pi by 6 is also having the value 210 degree. So both the values are in ranges between 0 to 2 pi, and so the principal solutions are 7 pi by 6 and 11 pi by 6. So what is the difference between question 1 and question 2? In question 2 we are giving the negative values. Now we are going to see the third question. Question number 2, second example. Here we are given that is tan theta is equals to minus 1, means we are giving the value of tan theta is minus 1. So first we write that is tan theta is equals to, the minus is as it is, and the tan pi by 4 having the 1 value. So we put, instead of writing 1, we write here tan pi by 4, because tan pi by 4 having the value 1. Now we are going to find out that is in which quadrant tan having negative value. So see the figure again. So in first quadrant all the ratios are positive, and in third quadrant, so you know this quadrant, so quadrant 1, here 2, here 3 and 4. So in third quadrant the value of tan is positive, means in first and third it is positive. So the remaining are, that is second and fourth, it is negative. So second quadrant having the value that is pi minus theta, and the fourth having 2 pi minus theta. So we are taking these values here to remove the minus sign. So tan theta is equals to tan pi minus theta. See the second quadrant angle. So instead of writing theta we write here pi by 4, and second value, that is tan theta is equals to tan 2 pi minus theta. Instead of writing theta we write here pi by 4. By solving this, so LCM is 4, so 4 pi minus 1 pi, that is 3 pi by 4, and here also 4 2s are 8 minus 1, that is 7 pi by 4. So here these values, that is 3 pi by 4 and 7 pi by 4, ranges in between 0 to 2 pi, and so the theta is equals to 3 pi by 4 and the 7 pi by 4. So these are the principal solutions. Now the third example, so it's quite different. That is a root 3 cosec theta is equals to root 3 cosec theta plus 2 is equals to 0. Now we're moving this 2 to this side, so we'll get root 3 cosec theta is equals to minus 2. So we'll get cosec theta is equals to minus 2 upon root 3. So we're taking the inverse of this, we'll get here sin theta is equals to minus root 3 upon 2. Now again we write it like this one, that is sin theta is equals to minus sin as it is. So the which angle of sine having the value root 3 upon 2, it is 60. So we write the 60 in the radian form, that is sin pi by 3. Now see in which quadrant having the sign negative value. So see here, in first quadrant it is positive, in second quadrant it is positive. So in third and fourth the sign having negative value. So in third quadrant we write the angles like this one, that is pi plus theta, and in fourth we write it as a 2 pi minus theta. So see here, pi plus theta, that is theta is pi by 3, and 2 pi minus theta, that is pi by 3. So taking LCM we get here 3 pi plus pi, that is 4 pi by 3, and here 3 to the 6 minus 1, that is 5 pi by 3. Again these two values, that is 4 pi by 3 and 5 pi by 3, ranges in between 0 to 2 pi, and so theta is equals to 4 pi by 3 and theta is equals to 5 pi by 3. So here we get the principal solutions like 4 pi by 3 and 5 pi by 3. Now next the question number 3rd. So here the question is different, that is we have to find out the general solutions. Means here we have to use the tables as well as the Cartesian axis. So find the general solution of the following. The first example we are given, that is sin theta is equals to half. So again here we write that is sin theta is equals to the half value of sine is of 30 degrees. So right here, that is sin pi by 6. Now see, sin theta is equals to sin alpha. We have to compare this with the table number 2. So you learn it already here. That is sin theta is equals to sin alpha. So theta is equals to n pi plus minus 1 raised to n into alpha. So here sin theta is equals to sin alpha implies theta is equals to n pi plus minus 1 raised to n into alpha, where n belongs to integer. Now we have to compare these two equations. So here the value of alpha is pi by 6. So we write here, that is sin theta is equals to, putting the value of alpha, that is sin pi by 6, and we have to write down this as it is. Instead of, that is we have to put the value of alpha as a pi by 6. Theta is equals to n pi plus minus 1 raised to n, and instead of writing alpha we write here pi by 6. But in our example we are given that is sin theta is equals to half. So we're just putting the value of this part. So we'll get sin theta is equals to half, and this sentence is as it is. So this is the answer of the general solution of sin theta is equals to half. Now the second example. So cos theta is equals to root 3 by 2. Again we have to find out that is cos theta, and the value of cos having root 3 by 2 value is of angle 30 degrees. So cos pi by 6, that is cos 30. So here we have to compare this with the table, and we get that is cos theta is equals to cos alpha. So this equation match with this one. So cos theta is equals to cos alpha, and it implies that is theta is equals to 2n pi plus minus alpha. So from table you will get this value where n belongs to integer. Now comparing these two, what is the value of alpha? It is pi by 6. So cos theta is equals to cos pi by 6 implies theta is equals to 2n pi plus pi by 6. Here we put the value of alpha. Now we have to put down the value of cos pi by 6, which we are given, that is root 3 by 2. So cos theta is equals to root 3 by 2, which implies theta is equals to 2n pi plus minus pi by 6, where n belongs to z. So this is the answer. This is the general solution of the cos theta is equals to root 3 by 2. Now the third example, it is of tan theta. So tan theta, again the value of pi by 6 means tan 30 is 1 upon root 3. So we write, instead of writing 1 by root 3, we write here tan pi by 6. Now we have to compare this with the again table. So see the table, that is tan theta is equals to tan alpha, is where the general solution of this one is theta is equals to n pi plus alpha. See here the value of alpha is plus. So tan theta is equals to tan alpha implies theta is equals to n pi plus alpha. N belongs to integer. Every time we have to write down this one. So we compare this to the value of alpha we get here, that is pi by 6. So tan theta is equals to tan pi by 6 implies theta is equals to n pi plus pi by 6. We put here the value of alpha. And again the value of tan pi by 6, that is the example, that is 1 by root 3. Tan theta is equals to 1 upon root 3 implies theta is equals to n pi plus pi by 6, where n belongs to z. This is the answer. Now the question number 3rd, example number 4, that is cot theta is equals to 0. Here we are taking the inverse of this one. So because in our table there is no value of cot, so we are given the tables in the form of sine, cos and tan. So we have to convert this cot into tan. So we get here, that is tan theta is equals to infinity, that is 1 upon 0 is infinity. So the value of tan 90 is infinity. So tan theta is equals to tan pi by 2. Again we have to compare this with the table, and we get, that is tan theta is equals to tan alpha implies theta is equals to n pi plus alpha. Now comparing these two equations, we get the value of alpha is pi by 2. So tan theta is equals to tan pi by 2 implies theta is equals to n pi plus pi by 2, where n belongs to z. So cot theta is equals to 0, because in example we are given, that is cot theta is equals to 0 implies theta is equals to n pi plus pi by 2, where n belongs to z. Next question 4, find the general solution of the following. Now we are given, that is sec theta is equals to root 2. Here cos theta, we convert this, or we taking the inverse of this one. So we get here cos theta is equals to 1 upon root 2, where cos theta is equals to cos pi by 4. The value of 1 upon root 2, the cos 45, that is pi by 4, having the value 1 upon root 2. So cos theta is equals to cos alpha. We compare this with this table, and we get the formula, that is cos theta is equals to cos alpha implies theta is equals to 2n pi plus minus alpha, where n belongs to z. So cos theta is equals to cos pi by 4. We putting the value of alpha, that is pi by 4, implies theta is equals to n pi plus minus pi by 4. And so sec theta is equals to root 2. We again put the same example here, implies theta is equals to 2n pi plus minus, putting the value of alpha, or we have to write down the same statement here, where n belongs to z. Now the second example, that is cosec theta is equals to minus root 2. Now see the difference. Here we are giving the minus value. So we taking the inverse, we get here sin theta is equals to minus 1 upon root 2. So the same procedure we have to follow. So sin theta is equals to minus, the sin pi by 4 is nothing but the 1 upon root 2. So we put here the value. So we get here, that is sin theta is equals to sin. See here again the value of sin, which is negative. The negative value of sin we find in which quadrant? So see the figure again. So in first and second quadrant sin is positive, but in third and fourth quadrant it is negative. Now here in this type of examples we have to take, that is in third quadrant and in fourth quadrant sin having negative value, but the quadrant which comes first, that is third, we have to take this one only. We are not taking the fourth quadrant. Third and fourth, out of which the first quadrant we have to take, that is third quadrant, and so we are taking the value of third quadrant, that is pi plus theta. So pi plus theta means the value of theta is pi by 4, and here we get sin theta is equals to sin 5 pi by 4 by taking the LCM of this one. Now we have to compare this with our table, that is sin theta is equals to sin alpha, which implies that theta is equals to n pi plus minus 1 raised to n into alpha, where n belongs to z. So sin theta is equals to sin, here the value of alpha is 5 pi by 4, which implies that is theta is equals to n pi plus minus 1 raised to n pi by 4, where n belongs to z. And now we have to write down the example as it is, that is cosec theta is equals to minus root 2. In example we are given like this one, so we have to write down this one, and the remaining statement is as it is, that is theta is equals to n pi plus minus 1 raised to n into 5 pi by 4, where n belongs to z. Now the third example, that is tan theta is equals to minus 1. Now see here again we are given the negative value, so tan theta as it is, and which angle of tan having the value 1, that is pi by 4, so minus tan pi by 4. So tan theta is equals to tan pi minus pi by 4. So by taking the LCM we get here tan 3 pi by 4. So how we find it? So you know that is in which quadrant the tan having negative value. Just I repeat it again. So see here, in first quadrant the tan having positive value, and in third quadrant tan having positive value. So 1 and 3rd having the positive values. Now the remaining quadrants, that is second and fourth, in second quadrant and fourth quadrant tan having negative value. So out of these two quadrants, that is second and fourth, which will come first, that is second. So we have to take this one, so pi minus theta. So here I am taking that is pi minus theta, so the value of theta is pi by 4. So tan theta is equals to tan 3 pi by 4. So taking the LCM we get here 3 pi by 4. Now we have to compare this with the table, and we get the formula, that is tan theta is equals to tan alpha, which implies that theta is equals to n pi plus alpha, where n belongs to z. Now comparing these two, we get the value of alpha is 3 pi by 4. So tan theta is equals to tan 3 pi by 4 implies theta is equals to n pi plus 3 pi by 4, where n belongs to z. And again we write the value of this one, that is nothing but our example, that is tan theta is equals to minus 1, which implies theta is equals to n pi plus 3 pi by 4, where n belongs to z. So this is all about the question number 4 of exercise 3.1. The remaining examples we will see in the next lecture. Thank you.